Hey, Motorman here with my tip of the week. This week we're going to talk about the second most common motorcycle crash. Now, the first most common one is when a vehicle violates your right-of-way by pulling out in front of you, either from the left, the most common, or from the right. Now we're going to talk about the vehicle that violates your right-of-way by pulling into your lane. In other words, you're driving straight down the road, vehicle next to you doesn't see you, doesn't know you're there, or doesn't care, and suddenly decides to come over. So the way to avoid that is by using countersteering. Now, I really don't like that phrase countersteering because it's a little confusing. What it really is push steering. I'm going to show you how that works. If I want to go to the left, I push forward on the left grip, the bike leans to the left and goes to the left. If I push forward on the right grip, the bike leans right and goes right. You're going to see exactly how that works. Everybody does it. It's instinctual. However, to do it under a sort of an emergency situation, that's when people get confused. So if the vehicle is coming over towards your lane and you suddenly want to get away from it like you would in a car, you turn the steering wheel this way. Well, if you tried to do that with the motorcycle, it's going to go the opposite way, right into the vehicle. A lot of people don't believe this, but it's physics. It's the way it happens, and there is no choice. You must learn to countersteer or push steer, and I will be demonstrating it. Before I do, I want to show you this. This is the Freedom Shield. This is the touring shield. This is wider than the standard shield. The last video I did, it had this, the regular shield. It was tinted, and I found that the camera was actually looking through the shield because it's on the chin of my helmet, and it wasn't the best picture. So I've got the clear shield. It's wider. It's to block more wind from coming and hitting you in the face, and it should help the recording as well. I don't have much wind noise with the full face helmet, but I want to eliminate as much as possible. So I got the wider touring shield. It's clear. We should have a perfect picture, and I guess we'll find out with this video. Alright, so here's how it works. Now I'm coming around a curve here, so I push forward slightly on the left grip. The bike leans left and goes left. I push forward on the right grip, it leans right and goes right. This phenomenon occurs on cruisers or motorcycles with a long wheelbase at about 15 miles an hour. Below 15 miles per hour for low speed handling, we are actually handlebar steering. That is, we're turning the handlebars in the direction that we want to go. At low speeds, if I want to go to the left, I turn my head and eyes and look to the left. And I turn the handlebars to the left because your hands follow your eyes. But at speeds above 15, you got to get the hang or understand how this works. I'm coming into this curve right now, so I'm going to push forward on the right grip. The bike leans right and goes right. You can figure this out on a bicycle. On a bicycle, this occurs much sooner, probably about 5 or 6 miles an hour because of the short wheelbase and rake. But if you don't believe it, and I'm telling you folks, I hear this from people all the time, there's no such thing as countersteering. Yes, there is. Watch now. I'm going to push left, the bike will lean left and go left. I push right, it leans right and goes right. I'm going to wait till I get to a straight part of this road and I'll really demonstrate it for you. It is instinctual. However, under emergency situations, as in if a car decides to come into your lane, he's riding alongside you, or you're just about to pass him and he comes into your lane, I've seen people do this all the time. They turn the handlebars away from that vehicle, and when they turn them away from the vehicle like you would in a car, the bike goes right into that vehicle. It's like gravity. There's no argument about it. It is how it works. I'm going to get over here to the left portion of this lane. Now I'm going to push right, and as you see, the bike goes over to the right side of the lane. So if a car is alongside me on the right side and I want to get away from him, I push forward. On the left grip, the bike will lean left and go left. If you don't understand how this works, well, I feel sorry for you, because sooner or later, that exact situation is going to happen to you. Best way to practice this is go to a big parking lot, set up 4 or 5 cones 30 feet apart, go 20 miles per hour and push on the bars. If you want to get good at countersteering and have it become second nature, or have it become your instincts at all times, then you got to practice it. You can also practice it on any road. Push forward. left grip, bike leans left. Push forward on the right grip, it leans right and goes right. At speeds above 15, the motorcycle must lean in order to turn. To turn a motorcycle without leaning, you have to be below 5 miles per hour. And at that speed, remember, you're handlebar steering. I push forward on the left grip, the bike leans to the left. I push forward on the right grip, it leans to the right and goes to the right. Now I'm sure with all the YouTube experts out there, I'm going to get an argument about this. And it doesn't matter, just try it for yourself. That is how it works. It's not an opinion, it's the way it is, just like gravity is not an opinion. It actually happens. And it's very easy to prove simply by pushing forward on any grip. Whatever grip you push forward on, that's the direction the motorcycle is going to go. When you're rounding a curve, if you want to tighten up the curve, you push forward on the low grip. The more you push, the tighter the turn you're going to make. And it doesn't take much of a push. It's very easy. Quick motion to the left, I give them a quick push. Quick motion to the right, I give it a quick push forward on the right. By the way, the Freedom Shield, the touring shield that I have on here, is working perfectly, just as advertised. It blocks a lot more wind. That's because it's wider. If you notice right over here, it gives you an extra 2.5 or 3 inches. And that definitely is going to come in handy on a cold day for sure. That's freedomshields.net. Tell them Motorman sent you. If you hear the exhaust on this bike, yes, those are the Tab 4.5-inch mufflers with the zombie baffles. And they sound very good. You could really hear that motor. And the best part is, yeah, you really only hear it when you throttle the bike. If you're cruising along the highway, you barely notice them, but when you give it a little throttle, you'll definitely hear those pipes. So I want to give a big shout out to Freedom Shields and tabperformance.com. In fact, we put in a discount code, and we'll put that in also under this video. If you go to Tab, they're going to give you a discount. You tell them, if you give them a call, tell them Motorman sent you, or use the coupon code below. Same brain surgery, folks. We're not trying to dock the space shuttle to the space station. We're just riding a motorcycle, and we want to be able to do it properly and safely. Understand how your motorcycle works, you'll be much better off. If you like these tips, which I put out at least once a week, sometimes I'll put out 2 or 3 videos a week, I hope you hit the subscribe button. I hope you give me a thumbs up. And until next time.